I live miles away from the area that I want to invest in. How on earth am I going to buy a property in that area? This was me around 12 to 18 months ago when I decided I wanted to buy my first investment property, but I lived nowhere near the area that I wanted to invest in. So let me show you how I found my investment property and how you can do the same. Welcome to the first episode in my mini series about how to buy your first investment property. As a novice property investor myself, I want to take you along the journey of the things I've learned over the past 12 months in buying my first investment property. So this first episode is particularly about sourcing the property. If you've bought a property before, you will know that estate agents are commonly how you source and find different properties and go through the process of buying. And you can absolutely buy investment properties through estate agents. That's exactly how I bought my first investment property. But the challenge you will find in property investing that it is a numbers game when you're trying to view. You need to view a lot of properties to find the right one that works for you, where the numbers work, etc. And particularly like me, if you live at a distance from the investment area that you are going to be trying to buy in, this can prove a real challenge. And so there are a couple of ways around this. The first way is to use services like Viewber that allow you to do remote viewings. So you essentially create an appointment for a viewing, and then this goes over to one of the local Viewber people, and they go and do the viewing on your behalf and then send you a report with some videos as well. And there's a charge for each individual viewing. But the other thing you can do, and I think the smarter thing to do as well, is to spend a bit of time in your investment area in terms of building your network with other property investors. So going to potentially a progressive property networking event in your area, or even maybe going to a Poppadoms and property event, that type of stuff, just to build your network in the local area. And you might be able to find somebody in there who's maybe in a similar position to you, or maybe someone who's a bit more of an experienced property investor who can help you find some of these properties and maybe even do viewings on your behalf. And that's exactly what I did. We have a contact now in our investment area, and he is fantastic. And he did a lot of the viewings for us and actually helped us manage our refurb, which we'll talk about in a future episode. But building this network in your investment area can help unlock a huge amount of contacts. Now, having said all of that, the best deals are found off market. And what I mean by off market are not the ones that are advertised on Zoopla, Rightmove, or anywhere like that, because those are the people that have a need to sell quickly, or they have a need to sell for a particular reason, and that's where you can maybe negotiate on price and get a really good deal. But finding those off market deals when you don't know the area and you don't have a bunch of contacts in that area is very, very difficult. And so some of the ways that you can go about doing this is joining wider property groups. So Justin Wilkins has a company called Property X, and they have a WhatsApp group that I'm part of that gets a whole bunch of off market deals populated each week, and potentially one of those might be right for you, so you can look at buying those, and so you're getting access to off-market deals without having a network yourself. But off-market deals are kind of really where you want to be, because that's where you really find the gems, but it doesn't mean you can't find investment properties from estate agents and from a wider property network too.